From the so-called Kia boys stealing cars to gun-wielding carjackers, even deadly shootings, it seems every summer we tell you about crime sprees linked to teens.
So when they're caught, where do they go? Tonight, a rare visit to the place where Ohio's most dangerous teenagers are serving time. News 5 investigator Tara Morgan has been covering violence at Indian River in Massillon for years. Tara, for the first time, you sat down with the woman in charge there.
Right. We had a long conversation. She took me on a tour, but we weren't allowed to record much video. While she wanted to highlight programs and progress, I pressed her on the violence. Behind the barbed wire at Indian River Juvenile Correctional, where just weeks ago, back-to-back assaults left one corrections officer with a concussion.
When I went home that weekend, it woke me up for 2 nights.
And we're sick and tired of our people getting beat up.
The violence forced a reset. With too many kids and too few staff, Indian River stopped taking in teens for 1 month.
Is Indian River safe today?
I think Indian River is safer, yes, as a result of some of the immediate changes we've made.
More on the safety changes in a moment, but first, a tour. Our camera wasn't allowed to go with me, but I saw a music and podcast studio, a gym for CrossFit with outside instructors trained in trauma, and school where teens can get certified to operate a forklift.
The majority of the kids in these facilities are not harming people. And I do think our staff, they just do incredible work.
But Indian River needs more people to do the work.
On this campus, we struggle with staffing, and I'll be honest with you, sometimes the reports in the facilities doesn't always help us onboard people.
We have been following a developing situation.
In 2022, video shows teens ransacking a room, leading to a nearly 12-hour standoff. Teens have been caught on camera beating staff, and a teen was paralyzed after being knocked down during a fight.
A lot of people don't want to put up with that. Like, they're not going to go, it's not enough. They'll say it's not enough money.
Tara Petrus works at Indian River on the weekends. She wrote the governor after a fellow corrections officer was beaten and sprayed with her own mace, saying the 14-year-old behind it laughed and threw up gang signs. One concern is teens aren't being held accountable.
Are the gangs running Indian River?
No, the gangs are not running. Do we have youth that have histories of gangs? Yes. Do we have youth that don't have histories of being engaged in gangs and come into this environment and start participating in gang activity? Yes, we do. And that's something that we work at.
Petrus says the staff doesn't feel safe.
Do you hear that?
I absolutely hear that. I think their perception of safety is that we've got to do better, and I don't disagree with them.
DYS Director Amy Ast showed me one common area where chairs circled a television. The teens' rooms lined a long hallway. I heard some back and forth yelling through the doors that face each other.
But 90% last month of the kids on this campus didn't put their hands on anybody. Not a peer and not a staff member.
Ast says they made deliberate moves. In February, they relocated teens who need mental and behavioral health services to a different facility. That freed up space.
The behavior change for young people that are causing harm isn't going to happen if you just lock them behind a door.
Ast says they took 6 young people who've caused the most harm out of the mix.
If it's the same group of kids that are doing the violence over and over, why not just remove them from the facility?
Where would we put them? We are the place. Like DYS, this is the place.
They're in a new unit away from other kids. No television that I saw, just chairs and space, as says for targeted intervention. The teens sat quietly and were respectful.
I was wondering if anybody was told to be on their best behavior today.
Did it feel like the youth were on their best behavior? It just felt like a normal day at Indian River to me.
Well, the director says they are trying to keep the number of kids down at Indian River while they work to bring staff back up.
Yeah, fascinating look. Not an easy job, an important job, though. My goodness. Investigator Tara Morgan, thank you for following through and staying on this story.